Going to Costco is basically date night for us, isn't it?
Well, it can be date day, too.
That's right. And when we go on those dates, what do we like to do?
Well, usually the routine is that we go in the door, you head straight for the clothes, then to the wine.
Wow.
I go to the paper products and the Romano cheese.
You're right. You're right.
And that's about how it ends up. So the date becomes very independent.
It's totally spot on. And this last time on one of our dates, I went to the wine section. But what happened is I actually ended up buying a wine that I wasn't sure if I had bought before, but I had bought before. But rather than calling that a loss, I'm calling it a win.
Okay, why is that?
Well, because what we're going to do today is we're going to do a taste-off between two different vintages of Kirkland Chianti made by two different winemakers to see if we can tell the difference.
Okay, so now you've turned grape into wine.
Hello, wine crew, and welcome to the Wine Pair Podcast. I'm Joe, your sommelier of reasonably priced wine, and this is my wife and my wine pairing partner in crime, Carmela.
Hi there.
And we are the Wine Pair.
Woo!
If you're new to the podcast, here's what you can expect. If you love wine and you want to find great wines at affordable prices, and you want to expand your wine horizons, and you want to have some fun and laughs while doing it, then you're in the right place. Each week, what we do is we explore a different wine varietal, style, brand, or region of the winemaking world, and we learn about what makes them worth knowing about, and then we taste 2 to 3 of those wines that are reasonably priced to let you know if they're worth your hard-earned money. So if that feels like your vibe, then we are your tribe. And we're proud to say that Decanter Magazine calls us fun, irreverent,
chatty,
and entertaining.
Wow. You didn't understand when I said turn grapes into wine.
I do now after you had to explain
you
it
were
to
like,
me.
what does that mean?
I'm a little slow.
No. Like lemon into lemonade. I was trying to be clever.
I got it.
I know it's not on the script, but every once in a while I'm just trying to be a little clever.
No, I love it. I love it. Okay, Carmela, we are on a bit of an Italian wine adventure today, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, we need to cover the inspiration for our tribe name today, which comes from listener Christine K. She's been a super supportive listener to us for a long time, so let's go to our conversation with her and see the name she came up with. Hi, Christine, and welcome to the Wine Pair Podcast.
Hey, Joe. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you. We're so excited to have you on and talk about your tribe name.
Oh, I'm excited to share it. I don't have a sexy story, but I'm excited to talk about it.
Okay, well, we'll get there in a second, but let's start with what is your favorite wine?
So that's a great question. My all-time favorite wine is Pinot Noir, and my tastes run very similar to you and Carmela's, where unoaked Chardonnay, I like Pinots, but I like a light Pinot from Russian River Valley or Willamette, and I don't want any cough drops from California. So that's where my tastes lie. But I'm also an avid traveler, so I always am researching where I'm traveling, and I try and discover wines from the regions that I'm going to. And this summer I did my WSET 1, so I could learn how to speak and learn how to look at a map. And so while Pinot is my favorite, I'm really in discovery mode of learning a lot more different wines from different regions.
Well, that's great. And for our listeners, Christine is good about sending us pictures and letting us know where she's going. So I have a feeling you're going to give us some good discoveries that maybe we can put on the podcast.
Yeah, next trip, we're doing a river cruise in the Danube. So Budapest to Regensburg, Germany. So
nice.
We're going to discover some whites.
Love it. That'll be really fun. What a great trip. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Okay, next question is, when did you start listening to us and how did you find the podcast?
So as I said, we're avid travelers. So I was always listening to Rick Steves' podcast, doing my walk or at the gym. And then I also do a lot of YouTube. And then I just thought, I want an extension of that. I want to increase my wine knowledge. I want to be able to talk the talk and just start Googling and searching. And I found you guys and I was hooked right away. I have to say, just the way the podcast is so non-pretentious and even your stories. I'm Italian as well. So all your talk about Christmas Eve and the food and wine pairings and everyone in the kitchen and the relatives. And even here in Rhode Island, we have a big Calabrese section and it's very Italian. So I could just relate and jumped in. It was probably, I don't know, like 18 months, 2 years ago, something like that. It's been a while.
I love it. I knew there was a connection too with the whole Italian thing.
Yeah.
Right? That's awesome.
There's the food and wine thing. Just, yep. Excellent.
Okay. So now the big question, what is the name of the tribe that you gave us for the week? And you said there wasn't a sexy story, but is there an interesting story or anything behind it?
Well, it's not a sexy story. It's just, you were asking for submissions as I was doing my studying for my WSET one, which is just beginner level. It's no big deal, but it was really a good foundation. So I was learning all this wine vocabulary. And so it just kind of like, I was looking for something that was wine related, and not to say it was not fun, but I wanted something a little that really represents the people who were here. We want to have fun, but we're serious too. We want knowledge. And so I just a play on the word of crew, CRU, wine crew. So
love it. Love it.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And I love that you bring it. I mean, that is kind of the goal, is for people to have fun and learn something. So I love that you're finding that. Well,
Thanks.
Thank you very much. And we really appreciate you. And we hope to talk to you again soon.
Well, thanks for having me. This was
You
fun.
bet. Thank you.
Keep up the good work. I enjoy. I'll be sending you all my recommendations.
Yeah, send them our way.
Yeah, I will. All right.
Well, that was super fun. And a big thanks.
Wow.
I know. A big thanks to Christine, who agreed to be on the podcast. And I'm telling you, this is one of the things that I'm liking best, Carmela. Getting the chance to meet the people who choose to spend time with us every week.
I know. How cool, right?
Because you don't get to choose.
What do you mean?
You, Carmela, don't get to choose.
I don't get to choose anything. So how is that new?
I don't know, but there's people who choose to spend time with us every week.
Oh, no, but I have chosen to spend my life with you, okay?
True, but
That's
yes,
props
that's
right
true.
there.
No, it's a big props. Like you're going straight to heaven. Now, remember, if you have a tribe name that you want us to use, send us a note or DM us or stop by our house and let us know what it is.
Sunday night dinner.
That's right. And if you're up for it, we'll ask you to be a guest on our podcast.
Oh, nice.
So, Carmela, again, for the wine this week, we're going to do something different with our Costco Kirkland Challenge, something we've never done before. And again, as I mentioned in the introduction, it was a little bit of a mistake.
Right. It was a good mistake.
But I'm turning that grape into wine.
See?
I get it now.
Mean,
I got it now.
Now you've got it.
Yes,
See, I'm
exactly.
not so going off in left field.
No, it's a great one.
Okay.
And as part of this, I realized that we had done an episode on this wine before.
Oh, boy.
So, I thought, what if we just did a review just of their Chianti Classico Riserva and different vintages and different winemakers, and maybe we can see why Costco made the switch. I don't know, but we're going to see if we can tell the difference. We're going to see if we like either one. We're going to tell you if we think you should pick it out. But before we get to that, we need to do wine in the news this week. So, Carmela, it's now officially fall. And what flavor is the flavor we have come to expect in fall? And it's something you put
Pumpkin!
in your... Yes, that's right.
I mean, pumpkin is just where it's at.
And what is your baby cake that you do?
It's a pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah. Why are we talking about this?
Well, because pumpkin spice is part of the news this week. Oh. Now, a recent...
See, they don't know that you just kind of edit that in.
No,
so I have no idea just what happened there.
I'm cutting it in. I'm bringing it in.
Whatever the wine in the news was, I don't know what that was.
Do you want to hear the connection?
Yes.
Okay. A recent article in Parade by Emily LaCroix, or Lacroix, I don't know, is entitled Trader Joe's Most Controversial Adult Beverage is Back for Fall. And yes, Carmela, you guessed it. The wine is pumpkin spice infused.
Oh my God. What do they put?
Well, I'm going to tell you, but pumpkin spice has literally crawled into everything, maybe even my underwear. I'm not sure.
Ooh,
we see it in
weird.
I know it is weird. We see it in lattes. We see it in candles. We see it in cream cheese. We even see it in dog food.
Pumpkin spice is where it's at.
But Trader Joe's has decided to bring back their pumpkin spice Chardonnay.
Okay, so bring it back? So
Yes.
Every year they have it or what?
Evidently, this is the second year in a row, but yes, pumpkin spice Chardonnay.
Okay, but is pumpkin spice really pumpkin?
What do you think? I don't know.
Pumpkin spice doesn't I don't think it actually tastes like pumpkin. I think it's the spices that go into like a pumpkin pie, a pumpkin that remind you of pumpkin. Is that right?
Yes, but I just think I got run over by the baker. who's like, I bake with pumpkin and there's spices in it. But this is just the spices.
But see, exactly. So pumpkin spice, anything. You think you're tasting pumpkin, but you're actually just tasting the spices that go into pumpkin flavored or pumpkin type desserts. Did I just ruin the whole...
No, you ruined nothing. You make everything better.
Oh, right.
But back to the script.
For that.
But back to the script. You know, out there in listening land, that we're not huge fans of Chardonnay, at least not oaky Chardonnay.
But we are fans of pumpkin.
I know, but it's kind of a weird combination.
Yeah.
So this, as you asked, this little Frankenstein, you like how I did that, showed up last year and apparently at Trader Joe's, and apparently enough people either loved it or drank it that Trader Joe's decided to bring it back again. It's described as a lightly oaked California Chardonnay spiced with cinnamon, nutmeg, and clove. And so basically it's like if your grandma's pumpkin pie did a collision with Chardonnay. It's only 6.9% alcohol, and it's $6.99.
Wow. See, a lot of people last year may have just bought it for the novelty, but will they buy it again this year is the question. We're
going to find out. And there's a lot of debate about it on the social medias.
Oh.
Some people call it an abomination. So, Carmela, do you think pumpkin spice has gone too far?
Or is it Chardonnay that's gone too far?
Either, do you think?
Or is it Trader Joe's that's gone too far?
What's your answer to your own questions?
I think it's probably Trader Joe's.
Okay.
Although if people are buying it, maybe the people have gone too far.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Here's the big question. Would you try it?
For sure.
Okay, because you're going to try it.
No, wait.
You're going to try it.
Oh, goodness. Tonight?
Try it.
Oh, I had to open my big mouth. What was I thinking? Let's just hope it tastes more like pumpkin spice and not so much like Chardonnay.
How could I talk about it? I'm
back.
sorry, I don't have my headphones on. Will you do the honors of pouring it?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, no.
Can't it be like a Sauvignon Blanc, though? Like, instead of like...
I don't know. We're going to see if it actually would make any difference.
Let's see.
But I thought, how can we just talk about it and not actually try it?
Is this what we're doing tonight?
No, we're doing Chianti.
It smells like a candle. Okay, let's see.
All right, we're going to try it.
Okay, let's see what we think.
Ooh.
It doesn't smell like wine.
No, it smells like you're right, it smells like a pumpkin spice candle.
Pumpkin, it tastes, but there's something else on it.
Vanilla.
Something vanilla, very vanilla, yeah.
And actually like almost marshmallowy.
A little marshmallowy, I would agree with that. Yeah, there's something else though, even.
It's candle wax.
Yeah.
It smells waxy. Okay, let's try it.
I wish I could come up, but there's something else on it, I feel like. Let's see. Oh, wow. That is so sweet. It doesn't taste like pumpkin pie. It doesn't taste like Chardonnay. It tastes like, right?
That is horrible.
I wonder if there's somebody who like loves it. What if you put it on ice? What if we put it on ice?
Maybe it kind of does have a little ice creamy kind of smell. Sherbet,
a little bit of sherbet on it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're not recommending it, but we do recommend you just try it to get the experience.
I'll tell you one thing. It's fun. Like if you're
going
to a Halloween party, you might just bring it over.
But Carmela, we're not here to talk about pumpkin spice or Chardonnay. We're here to talk about Costco Kirkland Signature Chianti Classico Riserva to learn a little bit more about what the wine is, and then we're going to tell you if either of them is any good and if we can tell the difference between the vintages. But first,
you got to do our shameless plug.
That's right. So thank you for listening to us and supporting our show. And if you haven't had the chance to do so yet, that's terrible. Now would be the perfect time to follow or subscribe to our podcast and leave us a nice rating and review. 5 stars to help us grow our listeners. And a huge thank you to all of you who have subscribed and given us a nice rating already. Carmela's like still smelling that.
It's like cream soda.
Oh,
it is.
You're right.
Like a cream soda.
You are absolutely right. It's a soda.
Yeah,
really
or
sweet.
Ginger ale or something.
Yes.
But cream soda, I think, is what I'm getting.
I'm with you. You can also follow us on Instagram at The Wine Pair Podcast and on Blue Sky. You can contact us on our website, thewinepairpodcast.com, and you can sign up for our email newsletter there. And you can also visit our shop wine and shop accessories sections where you can find links to buy the wines that we rate as buys, which will not be this one here.
Yeah.
It kind of tastes a little bit like melted ice cream. That's what I'm thinking.
A little bit. Yeah.
And we want to make content that you care about. It's kind of clogging my throat and that you like. So send us a note or DM us and give us some feedback about the podcast, the episodes. Let us know if there's wines you want us to try or winemaking areas of the world that you're curious about or what you think about our wine in the news section.
And if you do try this pumpkin spiced Chardonnay,
Let us know.
Yeah, if we're totally off. And this one has a nutrition facts label. Did you see that?
I'm afraid. What does it say?
It's telling us that there's 135 calories
in how many?
5 fluid ounces.
That's more than a soda.
Well, and it has 14 grams sugars, but it's not added sugars.
Any protein?
Less than 1 gram.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, you can always contact us at joe@thewinepairpodcast.com to tell us what you think of the pumpkin spiced Chardonnay. Anyway, some shout outs this week. Cocktails with Friends. We're on their podcast. Thank you, Bob, for interviewing us. Check it out. You can hear us in a different format. It'll be really interesting and hopefully you love it. Tips to Live By on Blue Sky, who was inspired to drink a Gamay the other weekend after our Grignolino episode, and also send us some notes on Virginia wine. So there you go.
Great.
Brandon on Instagram, who's excited to try Grignolino. Hassini W on Instagram, who let us know she thinks the podcast is great, and she gave us a great name for a podcast tribe, so we'll have her on in a few weeks.
Nice.
Ryan F., good old Ryan on Instagram, he shared some wines we reviewed that he tasted as well, and he gave us his rating, and he gave us some great ideas and maybe doing things like a live show or, giving you a heads up on the wines we'll be drinking. So who knows, Ryan, maybe we'll start doing that.
Oh, my goodness.
Oregon Mobile Aesthetics on Instagram sent us a picture of a wine calendar at Costco, which was very dangerous, and also the wine that they are making, which we're very excited about. And Timmy, who put together an annotated version of our rating system.
Cool.
So I put it, it's so cool. I put it in our show notes, and also it's in our newsletter, which I just sent out. But if you didn't get it, you can always ask me and I'll put you on the list. And as we do every week, we'll tell you someone we think you should recommend the Wine Pair podcast to, because the best way for us to grow listeners is when you tell your family and friends about us. And this week, we want you to recommend us to anyone who is skeptical about Chianti, because this may be the episode to either prove them wrong or prove them right.
Okay.
You weren't that impressed with that
I was
one.
trying to think of somebody else you should tell, but that's fine. That's on the script, so let's just keep it as is.
How about somebody who really likes this pumpkin I'm like, I can't believe it's still sitting here.
It's not good.
It's kind of staring at me, making me sad.
I wish it was a candle instead.
I kind of do too.
It smells nice.
Should we try and light this on fire?
Ooh, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, Carmela, let's find out just what the Chianti Classico Riserva is.
Okay.
Now, again, this isn't the first time we've done an episode on Chianti Classico Riserva from Kirkland. If you go in the Wayback Machine about 2 years ago, we did a challenge on it, and Costco did not win the challenge. And in that episode, we also talked about how the word fiasco came from Chianti wine, but we're not going to tell you about that now. You have to listen to that episode to learn more about it.
Okay.
But before we talk about Chianti Classico Riserva, what it is specifically, I do want to talk about the varied reputation of Chianti among wine drinkers, because we know a lot of wine drinkers who just don't really care for Chianti all that much.
True.
Even though they really like wines like Brunello or Rosso di Montalcino, which are also made from clones of Sangiovese, which is the grape in Chianti. Now, in general, I would say, Carmela, that Chianti is almost a purely food wine. Because I think on its own, it can come across as a little bit like thin and acidic and lean, maybe sometimes rustic. And it has crunchy red fruit, but sometimes it's a little bit much. I mean, what do you think?
A little bit much?
I mean, just like a little bit, I don't know, it lacks some depth sometimes, I think.
So not enough.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, we don't drink it very often. It kind of was one of those, I feel like it was sort of a go-to wine, red wine,
100%.
for many, many years. And I do think I enjoyed it until we've exposed ourselves to so many different kinds of wines. Now that it wouldn't probably be maybe my first choice of a red wine, but I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I also think your dad was way into it early on in our marriage, and that, like, we drank a lot of it. I just don't think he's as
really
into it anymore.
No, I mean, it's pretty rare that he brings out a Chianti now.
Yeah, I mean, I really think it's a food wine. And we always
that's
say,
a good thing. I mean, the Italians, we feel like it's the fifth food group anyway.
For sure. And so I just think, like, on its own, like, trying to cocktail it, it can be a little bit underwhelming, but it can be very good with food.
Right.
But anyway, back to what Chianti is, Carmela. Chianti is a really broad and vast area. But remember, it's one of those things where it's not named for the grape, because Sangiovese is the grape. It's named for the region. So to be a Chianti, it has to come from the Chianti area of beautiful Tuscany. And you're going to find a lot of variation in Chianti wines depending on the area, depending on the weather, depending on the winemaker. But again, some people think the biggest difference is based on the area of Chianti, where it's from. And so we have a lot of links to more information in our show notes, but we thought maybe it'd be a good, and when I say we, I mean me, we thought it would be a good idea to do a quick review of the different variations of Chianti based on the specific area of Chianti your wine comes from. So the first thing to know is that all of these wines get the highest designation of Italian wine, which may surprise you. They're all DOCG, not just DOC. Yeah. Now, Chianti DOCG is the lowest rung, just plain Chianti. It's a very broad appellation. There's like 7 subzones, and they only require that it's 70% Sangiovese, and it can include other red grapes like Caniolo. Even Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot are allowed. And this may really surprise you, even up to 10% of white wine grapes like Trebbiano can be used. It doesn't need a lot of aging. The quality really varies. And I think if you're getting just a plain old Chianti, it's kind of a pizza night wine.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just want a pizza wine.
Well, but no, that's the other thing is I think that having a Chianti is flexible. It's easy to just pull it off the shelf. It's easy to just pick a bottle up of it. So I think that's also why it was so popular for so long. It's not like it's a hard bottle to like just deal with.
Yeah, I agree with you. The next rung is Chianti Classico DOCG. You'll recognize it by the black rooster or gallo nero. That's the symbol on, on the foil or other places on the bottle. So if you see that black rooster, it's Chianti Classico. It's called Classico because it comes from the historic heartland of the wine, which lies between Florence and Siena. Carmela spent a semester in Siena, and you loved it. Now, it has to be at least 80% Sangiovese, and no white wine grapes are allowed, at least since 2006. It also has to be aged at least 12 months. So it's seen as a little bit higher quality, maybe more structured, and maybe more terroir driven, right? Because it's from this very specific area of Chianti. Now, Chianti Classico Riserva, which is what we're drinking tonight, is the next rung, and it used to be the highest. It used to be the highest of all the Chianti designations. It's a step up from Classico. It has even stricter requirements. It also requires 80% Sangiovese, but it must be aged at least 24 months, including thyme and oak, and 3 of those months must be in the bottle. It has a higher minimum alcohol requirement. It has to be at least 12.5% alcohol, which seems low, actually, but it has to be at least that. And although it comes from the Classico area, it is typically made from better fruit, supposed to have better depth and structure, and better aging potential. And so when a winemaker puts Riserva on their bottle, they're trying to indicate that it's a better wine. It's a more, they're being more careful about the grapes they're choosing, all that kind of stuff. Now, there is a relatively new classification. It came in 2014 called Chianti Classico Gran Selezione. And it's considered now the top tier, although some people say it's a marketing ploy. They're just trying to suck a little more money out of you.
Wow, they're more expensive, claiming they're the top of the class.
Exactly. Like, did they just make it up? Like, who, like, really?
What sets it apart?
Well, here's what's supposed to set it apart.
Okay.
I'm really glad you asked. The wines must come from estate-grown grapes, so usually single vineyard. They require 30 months of aging and at least 3 months in the bottle, and they're generally oaked for at least 15 months, but sometimes for 2 years or more, and they have to be made from 90 to 100% Sangiovese. So a little bit, like you have to have more Sangiovese, and only native red grapes are allowed in the blend, and they must say where the grapes come from on the bottle. So it's supposed to be more prestigious.
Okay.
It's supposed to be whatever. But I don't know. We're going to just try the Riserva, which is the almost highest rung, and we're going to see if we can tell that there's a difference in quality. But I think that's enough information, Carmela. I think it's time to talk a little bit about the specific wines that we're drinking today. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Okay, as usual, the wines we have chosen for this episode are $25 each, and they should be relatively easy to find because I bought them both at, as you would expect, Costco.
Yes.
If you ain't got no Costco membership,
Get it now.
Get it now or don't bother.
Get in or go out. What?
Go big or go home.
Whoa.
Turn those grapes into wine.
That's right.
The first wine we're going to drink is the 2020 vintage of the Kirkland Signature Chianti Classico Riserva. And again, what is interesting about these two vintages is that there are different producers for each of the years that we're having. In the 2020, the wine was still made by the winemaking team of the Villa Cafaggio estate. Now, that may or may not mean that they used grapes from the estate, and they are a little cheeky on the bottle by saying that the grapes were grown on slopes within the Chianti Classico region. So they're not being very specific. For a bit of background on Villa Cafaggio, they are a collective focused on sustainable viticulture, and their wines are generally pretty highly regarded, especially their Basilica San Martino Chianti Classico Riserva. However, the ratings for this wine from Costco have not been awesome, Carmela.
Ooh, okay.
I'll wait to review the tasting notes until after we taste the wine, but the Costco wine blog basically said this. Now, this is a Riserva, but they basically said this wine was a pizza night wine, which is not supposed to be what a Riserva is. They also only gave it an 85 rating, which is the lowest rating they've given over 8 years of rating these Costco Kirkland Chianti Classico Riservas. So, and then the Reverse Wine Snob did not recommend this wine at all.
Oh, wow.
So there you go.
Okay.
The second wine is the 2022 vintage, and this one is made by a different group which took over production in 2021. So the producers of this wine is Barona Riscasoli, and I couldn't find a reason why they changed producers. It could have been about price. It could have been about quality. It could have been about availability. We don't know. They don't say. There's no reason to speculate. There aren't any clear answers, Carmela. We're just making guesses at this point.
Right.
Now, interestingly enough, the price of the wine has stayed the same over these 2 years, and the rating from Costco Wine Blog is just a bit higher at 86. But the Reverse Wine Snob really liked this vintage and the 2021 vintage, and they gave this wine an 8.3 rating and called it a bulk buy. So they liked it quite a bit more than the Costco Wine Blog. What's really interesting to me about these wines, 2 different vintages, 2 different winemakers, but the back of the bottle, so the notes on the back of the bottle, even the tasting notes stayed exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't change the label.
They didn't change anything of the description on the back label.
You think they just took the easy way out? That's why it's a cheaper bottle of wine?
Maybe. I think they definitely took the easy way out because they didn't even, different producer, different vintage, and they exact same tasting notes. I think that's weird.
That's where they're saving their money.
Maybe.
With mass production. I don't know.
That's right. I guess you're right.
I wonder.
Now, Barone Riscasoli has a good reputation, and they are credited. The Baron Bettino Riscasoli is said to have created the first Chianti blend in 1872.
Wow. It's a long time ago.
Yeah. They're supposed to be making good wine. Maybe that's the reason why Costco went with them. We don't know. We're going to find out.
All right.
But Carmela, you know what? I think that's enough information.
Okay.
I think it's time to get drinking.
I think you're right.
Okay, so
I think I'm ready.
I think you are. I think you've been ready since you tried that weird Chardonnay thing.
True.
But if you have a Chianti or a Chianti Classico or a Chianti Classico Riserva or a Gran Selezione, and especially if it's a Kirkland,
Or if you have a pumpkin spice Chardonnay from Trader Joe's, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, but
Drink along with us.
and see if you agree. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back and we're ready to try our first wine. This is the Kirkland Signature Chianti Classico Riserva from Tuscany, Italy. This is the 2020 vintage. It was $8.99 at Costco. 13.5% alcohol, 100% Sangiovese as far as we know, and the Costco Wine Blog gave it an 85. But Carmela, let's talk about the color.
Oh, it's pretty. I mean, it's not super deep red, I wouldn't say. I have less in my glass than you do, though. Do you think yours is much darker looking than mine?
It is a little darker looking.
Interesting, huh?
But I always think of Chianti as kind of a pretty, I think it's kind of a pretty wine, kind of a ruby red wine.
Yes, very nice.
Okay, well, let's smell it and see what we think.
Well, getting some vegetable on it, I think.
Okay.
Earth or something of the land, of the tawa.
Smoke. I'm getting more like gun smoke, but I'm with you.
Okay.
Something on there.
Yeah, dirt. For some reason, I'm getting like earth,
Yeah, I'm with you.
dirt, or even like I can get a little smoke too, but yeah, a little bit of tomato or vegetable.
Tomato?
I don't know.
Tomato's an
Like
interesting
a
one.
stewed tomato.
I'm getting some cherry, like some.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, some cherry on this.
Maybe my nose is off today.
No, I'm getting that. I think especially on the swirl, there's a lot of that kind of smoke and dirt. Mm-hmm. But I think if you just let it settle, there's a little bit of cherry and a little bit of plum.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think the swirling kind of changes it up a little bit, for sure.
And we've said this a lot. I think that really happens. Sometimes, and some wines, you really get a very different sense, flavor, scent.
Yeah, and there is a little bit. I mean, you can smell the alcohol on this. I know it.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I can just, if you really get a good whiff.
You get it.
I'm feeling it's a little hot, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's taste it and see if we think it's hot. You're kind of hot.
It is acidic.
And it's super thin.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of feel my
Are you hungry?
no, but it made kind of a kitty cat sound.
Meow.
It did. It's like on the first second, for like a second, you're like, okay, I'm getting some fruit.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it's like blam.
Yeah,
Gone.
vanishes.
Yeah,
kind of
gone.
vanishes. Yeah, thin is right. It kind of reminds me of like, you go into an Italian restaurant or a pizza place, and there's like the wine in the jugs. Like it could be the house wine. Get you.
Bottle of red.
Yeah. This is what this is.
Mm-hmm.
This is what that is. That is what this is. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
That is this.
But it's definitely like house wine.
100,000%
Yeah.
you're right. Exactly. You went to exactly what you said. You went to an Italian restaurant and they said, you want some wine? And you said,
You want
yes.
the red or the white? This
Exactly.
would be the red.
That's exactly
like
right.
it's not offensive. It's
No.
not, it's just not gonna blow you out of the, it's not very complex.
No, not at all. It's
No.
thin, super tannic, actually.
I mean, I think actually in some ways, when you're first trying wine, this isn't a bad option.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't think it's, I mean, I think some wines, you're going to just get the punch you in the face, or they're going to be so rich. I feel like this one isn't, you don't think so.
Well, I'm sorry, I was making that face. I mean, the only reason I don't think so is because it's not very fruity. I just think you want a little,
true.
it's so acidic and so sharp of a wine,
It is
lean,
yeah.
that I just don't think it's very interesting.
True. Sometimes wines are so big, though.
No, look, you know me, I don't love a big, huge wine, but this one almost has nothing.
Yeah. I can't really even kind of put my finger on what flavors I'm getting.
I think
It tastes kind of like grape or grape juice.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's one of those wines. It's like it's a little bit just grapey.
like grape tea. And it's gone. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
What food would you pair with this 2020 Kirkland Signature Chianti Classico
A
Riserva?
pizza pie for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I think you could do a meaty pizza pie.
What about like burgers, fries?
Sure.
Something like that?
Yeah, I think you could do like a meat and potatoes type of dinner too with this. I mean, you could do I think it's pretty versatile. It's easy to pair because the flavors in this are not so pronounced. So I think you could do meat and potatoes. I think you could almost do like a turkey, like a Thanksgiving dinner with
I
this
think so.
too.
I think you're spot on.
Yeah.
Pork or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, to your point, like acidic wines are really good with food, and this one has a lot of tannin, so it cleans off the tongue. So it's not getting in the way of the food.
Right.
It's
It's a drink along wine.
yeah, it is. I agree.
Like not drink along with the Wine Pair podcast. It's like a drink along with your food.
With your food wine. But you can drink along with us.
True.
That's totally
Hopefully
fine.
You are right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want you to. All right. Well, let's rate this wine. As a reminder on our rating scale, we rate on a scale of 1 to 10. We don't give half points. 7 and above means we'd buy it. 4 and below means we're going to probably pour it down the sink. And 5 or 6 means we'll drink it and we'll finish it, but we're not going to buy it. So, Carmela, what rating would you give this wine, the 2020?
Well, I'm teeter-tottering between 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Because absolutely would finish it. Wouldn't, throw a fit or, a tantrum about it on Thanksgiving. But
What if you just threw a tantrum?
yeah, I wouldn't throw a fit at all. This is not bothering me. But I'm just
Not like that pumpkin spice.
Ooh, I would way
That's
drink
like
this
you
one.
give that to your enemies.
Oh
Jeez.
my gosh.
It's not even worth $6.99. I hate to say it.
I hate to say it too. I feel like this is going right down the sink.
We might as well have just not even bought it. That's it. Might as well just
I wonder
burnt
what would happen
$7.
if we put this in a pot and we boiled it, if it would give a nice aroma in the house.
Let's try it.
Maybe add a little cinnamon stick.
Let's try
It might
Let's do
smell good around the house.
We're going to do it.
So I'm gonna give this. It's a little harsh, but I'm gonna give it a 5.
You know what? I'm 5 as well.
Okay.
I'm spot on with you, sister.
Oh.
I think this is a very classic 5 wine.
Yeah.
Is it, like you said, is it offensive? No. Is it great? No. If somebody served it to us at a party, would we drink it? Yeah.
For sure.
But we're just not going to go out of our way to find it.
That's why I'm like a 6 isn't out of the question either. But I kind of want to see what this next model is like too.
Next model. I like it.
Next model.
I thought you said model. I was like, is this like Vanna White? I want to try this. Okay. Well, we're going to take a break and we're going to try the next model.
Okay.
All right, we're back. We're ready to try our next wine. And Carmela is just totally putting down our studio, which is a folding table in the basement.
I'm not putting it down. I'm
She
just
said it
saying.
was dirty.
I just said we need to give it a good wash.
There you go.
You just got to clean it up a little bit every once in a while.
All right, so this is the Kirkland Signature Chianti Classico Riserva. This is the 2022 version, also from Tuscany, Italy, obviously. Also $8.99, also from Costco. Also 13.5% alcohol. Also 100% Sangiovese. But this one, the Reverse Wine Snob gave 8.3, and the Costco Wine Blog gave an 86 versus an 85. But Carmela, let's talk about the color.
It's very similar. Maybe a little darker.
I think it's darker.
Yeah, maybe a little darker.
I think rather than being like a really ruby, it's a little darker. It's almost purpley.
Pretty. Again, they are pretty wines for sure.
But this one to me is a little less translucent and a little
I
less
agree.
shimmery.
Yep, I think so.
What are you smelling?
Well, I think all the way around, I think it smells richer.
Agree.
I'm almost feeling like maybe there's something, those grapes were like, dried, and now they're like raisin. I'm smelling a little bit of raisin on it.
I like that a lot.
I'm still getting a little earth, but maybe more of like a black cherry, like a dark cherry on this one. What about you?
Yeah, I'm getting, I think like a spicy raisin is right. I'm getting a little bit of cherry, but I'm also getting like a pie, like a fruit pie, like a cherry pie, like that spice is in there. I can smell that spice.
Like baking spices?
Yeah, plum. Like there's some kind of richness to it.
Something
fully agree.
stewed almost.
Yep.
A little bit richer all around in the smell.
A little blueberry to me too.
Okay.
A little blueberry smell, like a blueberry jam or a blueberry compote.
Yum.
How about let's swirl it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting that earth, but not as strong as the last one and not as much like Gunsmoke.
Yeah. No, definitely. But richer in terms of the fruit.
For sure. Yeah. And it almost smells like it's going to taste a little richer. You know what I mean?
So we're going to find out.
Let's taste it.
Okay.
Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, richer.
It's still acidic, but definitely richer. A little more intense flavors.
It's actually got some taste to it.
And it's not, in a good way, it kind of lingers.
I keep getting this. No, you're right. No, I'm totally with you. It doesn't immediately wipe off the tongue like the last one.
Right.
It's not super sharp and lean like the last one. It's got a little bit of mouth feel to it, like medium mouth feel. And I'm telling you, I'm getting a lot of blueberry pie filling or something.
okay.
Blueberry. I don't know why I'm tasting blueberry, but
I like that.
Is it resonating with you at all?
Yeah, no, I think so. Definitely it does have like a jam, not a punch you in the face type of fruit, but kind of a jammy, there's a hint of sweetness on it. Almost like a little bit like with the citrus, it's almost like you could do it's like a blueberry lemon compote.
I like that.
Just a touch.
Yeah. With the acidity in it.
Yeah.
It's a richer wine. It's definitely a richer wine than the first one. And I think this one would be more pleasing to a wine, most wine drinkers.
I think so.
You could drink this on its own. You can have it with food, but you could also have it
this
its
could
own.
be a cocktail wine.
Yeah.
For sure. Way before the other one.
Yeah. What food would you pair with this one?
Well, I think you could do a lot of the same, but I do think this would, you could do a really nice steak with this too. I think it could hold up to steak. Or even a flank steak, or something with herbs and some sort of nice gravy or sauce with the meat would be nice.
I think so too. I'm thinking of fall wine, like a stew wine, or a
roast.
pot.
a beef roast.
I'm kind of liking this wine.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I know I'm enjoying it.
I don't usually love a Chianti, but this one is nice. It's juicy, it's fruity.
It's pretty balanced too.
I mean, like alcohol-wise, same alcohol as the first one, but tastes less alcohol-y.
I agree. I'm not noticing it like that first one.
Well, should we rate it?
Sure.
Okay, what are you going to rate this one?
Well, I'm going to give it a 7.
Yeah.
Just going to give it a solid 7. I mean, I'm not sure. It's like one of those things. I'm probably not going to race to get it, to buy it, but I would buy it. I think I would buy it.
I'm so tempted to give it an 8. It's a solid.
You like it?
I do like it. I think it's a solid wine.
Oh, great.
But I'm like you. I don't know if I'm gonna go crazy. But you know what? For $8.99, this feels like something you'd buy by the case.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like for a party.
Totally.
Like if you're doing a fall winter party.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it an 8. I like it a lot. I think it's worth it.
So glad.
Maybe I'm a little biased because it's Italian.
And it's from Costco.
And it's Costco. It's our date. It reminds me of our dates.
Right.
Carmela, which of these wines are you finishing tonight?
Does that mean our dates are an 8?
Oh, our dates are 10s.
Yay. Oh, good.
Which of these wines are you finishing tonight?
Oh, the second one for sure. Are we going to battle over it?
Let's fight.
Woo!
Let's go. We never fight, by the way.
We don't. I mean, at least we don't fist fight ever. Like we
kick fight.
We don't tussle.
We kick fight. Elbow fight.
We do. Sometimes we get on the couch and we do like a feet fight.
Yeah.
Have you ever done feet fights?
With Carmela, we've been married for a long time.
I know, but have we done them?
Yes. And you know what? People, don't get all fussed up about whether I need to be nicer to Carmela or not. Because she would say she's tough.
Oh, look, this guy doesn't bother me. If you guys are worried that I go to bed crying, no.
Sorry.
But you're not putting this on.
I don't know. I probably will.
No, you're
all right, Carmela,
not.
Let's talk about the taste profiles expected from Chianti Classico Riserva. In general, aromas of ripe cherries, plums, raspberries, dried herbs, flint, earth, cedar, tobacco, vanilla, licorice, gladiolas.
Gladiolas.
Yeah, flavors tend toward tart cherry, raspberry, leather, smoke, dried herbs, and sweet spice from the oak.
I was not getting leather.
It didn't get leather. We got some smoke on the first one. Mm-hmm. The 2020 Kirkland, the winery says exactly the same thing. This will say the same thing in the 2022. Intense dark color with aromas of ripe fruit and wild herb. The palate boasts deep morello cherries. I don't even know what that is. And black currant undertones.
Oh, I can get behind the currant.
Okay.
Reminds me of raisins, sort of.
Yes.
So.
And black currant. We've had black currant because your brother grows them. Costco Wine Blog says a little rough on the initial pour. I agree with that. Just thin and disjointed. I will say it improved significantly with some air, but started at such a low point. In this glass, this wine is a pale ruby. There's a subtle red fruit on the nose. Flavors are mostly cherry and raspberry. Good acidity, quick finish. I agree. It's interesting because we haven't let it sit, so I do wonder what it would be like. But right out of the bottle, what they said, thin and disjointed, that sounds right to me.
Yeah. I'm kind of
you didn't
wincing.
Like it.
No,
yeah.
I'm wincing over that pumpkin spice one still.
Oh, I thought you were doing
No, I looked at that bottle and I was like, wow.
Gross, grody.
Yeah. Eek.
Okay, the 2022, the winery says, intense dark color with aromas of ripe fruit and wild herb. The palate boasts deep morello cherries and black currant undertones.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Wow.
The reverse wine snob says this, begins with an expressive classic Chianti aroma of sour black cherry, earth, leather, a bit of spice, cranberry, licorice, and even a little mint. They were getting a lot of stuff in this one. Smooth and pleasing in the mouth. It doesn't have a ton of depth when first opened, but giving it some air remedies that pretty quickly. Tasting reveals similar flavors to those to the nose, plus good acidity, good fruit, and good spice, which all add up to a very good, very drinkable wine.
So this is just good.
Yeah. 3 goods.
Equals a great?
A very good. No, a very good.
Okay, wow.
The wine ends dry and a bit grippy with good persistence and lingering tart, juicy fruit notes. I don't know why I'm using that accent.
I don't know either.
Okay, Carmela, what's your verdict on Kirkland Signature Chianti Classico Riserva?
You know, for the price, that second one could be like I said, really for some big party we're having.
Now buy it by the case, bro.
Right. I mean,
That's a
people will
Tuesday
enjoy
night.
this.
That's a good Tuesday night
Right.
wine.
You could have this every week.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday.
But the 2020, I would leave it alone.
I think so.
Leave it alone.
Go for this 2022.
Yeah.
I wonder how much longer they'll be selling the 2020.
Probably not a lot longer, so run out and buy it. Okay, here's some wines coming up. This was a suggestion from our friend Ryan, and so we're going to tell you about some wines coming up that we're going to do episodes on in case you actually want to get them and drink along with us. So, yeah, and you can go to our show notes to find links to the specific wines, but we're going to be doing a Trousseau next week, as long as everything stays on track, and then we're going to be doing some orange wines.
Oh.
So Trousseau comes from Jura. Jura is like the hip spot in France. I'll just tell you, I bought some Jura wines on a whim from Garagiste, and I was like, this thing is funky.
Ooh, really?
So we'll see if the Trousseau is like that. I don't think it was purely a Trousseau. It was like a blend of Trousseau, but we're going to try Trousseau and see what the Trousseau we think.
Okay.
All right, Carmela, it's time for us to go. But before we do, we want to thank you very much for listening to us. And if you haven't had a chance to do so yet, now would be the perfect time to follow and subscribe to our podcast. And also a fantastic time to leave us a nice 5-star rating and
nickel
review.
on you
I don't know.
tonight.
I need a dime and I might get out of it. And please do that, rating a beautiful, nice, beautiful 5-star rating and review on our
And
website.
we'll give you a nickel.
And we'll give you
that nickel.
We'll give you a Bitcoin. No, we won't. On our website or Apple Podcasts or other podcast app. And that's an awesome and free way to support us and help us grow our listeners. We'd also love to hear from you about a wine you would like us to taste and review. You can leave us a message on our website, thewinepairpodcast.com. You can join our email newsletter there. You can also email us at joe@thewinepairpodcast.com. And you can always slip into our DMs. We always
True.
respond, slip into our DMs.
Give this guy something to do.
Wow.
No.
Oh, man, I got a lot to do.
Oh, you do. I know.
Yeah, but with that, we're going to sign off. So we want to say thank you again. We'll see you next time. And as we like to say, life is short. So stop drinking the shitty wine. Ciao, ciao.
Goodbye.
Wow.
And the happy ending at the end of our story. Always think too much, always drink too much, always pray too much.